Week 4, my first day of week 4. Just completed a very serious game of fetch with the doggos. I've done my yoga, done some stretching. This is going to be interesting. I ate lunch at about 3 o'clock, which is quite late, yes, but I've waited a few hours before I work out, but I still have it in my guts. We did something terribly wrong when we made the burritos. So instead of putting nutritional yeast in it, which is a alternative kind of cheesy taste, but it's also its own taste, accidentally put veggie stock in there and treated the veggie stock like it was nutritional yeast. Very salty, not a good time. So let's ride this wave. Still got to work out, still got to get it done, feel really good about it, I guess, despite what I just said. Let's see how it goes. Yo, I can't do that. Yo. I don't know. Whoop. Back at it. So that 70 kilos for the last 3 sets felt really good. There was some here and there that my weight shifted to my right side, which isn't uncommon. It's something that I'm trying to kind of tweak out. The thing that I've found that's most helpful for that is this little technique that my coach taught me when I was doing my novice powerlifting competition, was loading your legs and your knees up like a spring. So you've unracked the weight, and then before you go down, you turn the knees out. You're still keeping the feet planted where they are. The knees are still in line with the feet, and then you're keeping it in that position all the way down. Then as you come up, you let it spring open. I really like it, I really enjoy it. Yep. All right, next up I have elevated hip thrusts. Now I've kept it at 30 kilos throughout my program. Next week is my deload for squat day. So I'm just gonna up my elevated hip thrusts just to 35, just to see at least how the first set goes. This one's a lot about just contracting the glutes. So I don't wanna go crazy with it, but if that does feel good, then I'll up it to 40. But all right, got a nice old cramp in the butt with my elevated hip thrusts. Isn't a bad thing. Like I said last week, if it's intentional because of contracting the muscles, then we're all good. If it's not so intentional, that maybe there needs to be a little bit more stretching going on, or there is a more magnesium that needs to be pumped through the body. But yeah, so my next exercise is stiff leg deadlifts, and realizing that I have deload next week for this day, mentally I feel like something just shifted. I feel like pushing a little bit more on the exercises that I was kind of coasting on. And yeah, even though physically I've been pretty consistently high energy and quite motivated and whatnot, mentally I think I was spacing myself out throughout the weeks. So yeah, I think it'll be good. I'm gonna up it to 40 kilos, which should be sweet. I've been coasting around 35 kilos, so I'm gonna up it to 40 for my first set, and then again see how it feels, and I might go a little bit higher, but just gonna make sure that I'm contracting the right things, and yeah, feels good. Exercise tip for stiff leg deadlifts. This can be done if you're doing it with barbell, kettlebell, dumbbells, all the bells. and the bars. Start up from the top position, so standing up nice and upright, and then go down. Instead of starting with the bar and bells and whatever on the floor, pick it up, stand up straight, go down, nice and slow to shift the hips back as if you would doing the stiff leg deadlift. And then when you come back up, squeeze the glutes to be able to snap the body back upright. I found that this is the best way to kind of contract and get the right muscles to move at the right times. You know what, I'm really glad that I put those laying leg curls with the dumbbells, doing in my programs the first time, and I just have introduced new exercises here and there to be able to broaden my horizons. And I'm really glad that I did it. It really isolates the hamstring really well. Something that I would point out if you do want to do them is trying to make sure that your knees are in line with your hips, so they're stacked up one another, not flaring out. I find it's the best way to kind of isolate that hamstring and give it a good squeeze. Next up, I have kettlebell swings. I only have a 20 kilo kettlebell, so lucky me, I guess. I kind of wish I did have a heavier one. Kettlebell swings did go well, but because of the intensity of the movement, it definitely unsettled the stomach from the salty burrito. Moving on. So last exercise is hanging leg raises. Not gonna lie, my little forearms do feel a bit tight from the stiff leg deadlifts holding that much weight. So I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna focus on doing it well, breathing, and getting to the end without my arms falling off would be nice, I guess. Yeah, very good. Awesome. So before I go do that, I'm just gonna say my quick thank you. As always, I appreciate you following along, and yeah, I hope there were some helpful things with the stiff leg deadlifts and other exercises, which I forget already. And I'll see you next time.